Forget everything you think you know about money. Forget the paper in your wallet, the numbers in your bank app, the entire centuries-old architecture of banks and governments controlling value. We are standing at the edge of a precipice, looking into a future so fundamentally different that our current financial system may not just be disrupted, it may be rendered a relic, a fossil. And the force driving us toward this cliff isn't just a new app or a faster payment network. It is the rise of a new form of intelligence itself. Recently, a figure who stands at the nexus of this technological upheaval, Elon Musk, made a statement that should send a shockwave through your understanding of the world. He suggested that in the era of advanced artificial intelligence, the very concept of money as we know it could become obsolete. And in the next breath, he pointed to one asset that could not only survive this transition, but thrive within it: Bitcoin. Let's sit with the weight of that for a moment. The AI era could erase money. This isn't a fringe economist theory or a crypto-anarchist manifesto. This is from the founder of Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, and XAI, a man whose companies are actively building the future of transportation, space exploration, brain-computer interfaces, and yes, artificial intelligence. When he speaks about the trajectory of technology, we must listen. And he is describing a world where AI agents, operating at speeds and scales incomprehensible to humans, become the primary economic actors. They will trade computational power, data streams, energy, and services with each other millions of times per second across a global digital mesh. In such a hyper-efficient machine-to-machine economy, what role does a slow, human-controlled, government-issued currency like the dollar or the euro play? Would a super-intelligent AI trust a system built on central bank ledgers that can be inflated at a politician's whim? Would it rely on a settlement system that takes days to clear across borders? The answer is almost certainly no. This is where the plot twists in a way that connects two of the most powerful technological trends of our century. Because if legacy money fails in the age of AI, what succeeds? The machines will need a native currency, a currency born of the digital realm just as they are. It must be global, seamless, and borderless. It must operate 24/7, 365 without a central point of failure. It must have a predictable, algorithmically enforced monetary policy, immune to human manipulation. It must be transparent, so any AI can audit the entire history of transactions in real time. It must be secure to a cryptographic degree that makes hacking economically irrational. When you list these requirements, you are not describing a future fantasy currency. You are describing the fundamental architecture of Bitcoin. Think of it this way. The internet needed a protocol for information TCP/IP. The AI economy will need a protocol for value. Bitcoin, with its decentralized blockchain, its finite supply of 21 million coins, its peer-to-peer settlement, and its open-source code, is the strongest candidate to be that protocol. It is the machine-readable, globally accessible ledger that both humans and AIs can trust without needing to trust a third party. An AI doesn't care about the story of digital gold or the philosophical ideals of decentralization. It cares about efficiency, predictability, and reliability. Bitcoin's code provides exactly that. In Musk's vision, Bitcoin wouldn't just be an investment in this future. It would become the fundamental rail, the base layer upon which a new AI-driven economy is built. But this leads us to a deeper, almost unsettling implication. If AIs begin to adopt and value Bitcoin for its utility, what happens to its price? We are used to modeling Bitcoin's value based on human adoption, retail investors, institutions, corporations. We look at ETF inflows and on-chain data from whales, but we are not yet equipped to model demand from non-human intelligence. An AI with a specific goal, say, to secure vast amounts of computational power for a year, wouldn't hodl based on sentiment. It would programmatically acquire and spend Bitcoin as a utility token to achieve its objectives. If thousands, then millions of such AI agents enter the economic arena, their collective demand for this finite digital resource could be orders of magnitude greater than anything humans could generate. The market would no longer be driven by fear and greed cycles alone, but by cold, calculated, machine-driven utility. This could create a level of stability and upward pressure on value that is alien to our current volatile markets. However, this future is not a guaranteed utopia. It is fraught with profound challenges and ethical abysses. Who controls these AI agents? Would they concentrate Bitcoin wealth in ways that make today's inequality look trivial? If AIs are the primary economic actors, what is the role of humanity? Do we become passive beneficiaries, or do we risk irrelevance in an economy moving too fast for our biological brains to comprehend? Furthermore, could rival AI systems create their own competing digital currencies, leading to a war of protocols fought at nanosecond speeds? The convergence of AI and Bitcoin doesn't promise peace. It promises a new, complex, and potentially terrifying frontier of power dynamics. Musk's comment, therefore, is not a simple price prediction. It is a navigation star for a coming storm. It directly links the existential trajectory of AI with the monetary evolution of Bitcoin. While governments are fighting the last war, debating how to regulate yesterday's cryptocurrencies, the real transformation is happening a layer deeper. The machines are coming, and they will not pay for their electricity with a paper check. They will transact on a global, digital, unforgeable ledger. This places Bitcoin in a category beyond alternative asset. It positions it as potential infrastructure for the next intelligence on our planet. So the question for you is no longer just, should I buy Bitcoin? The deeper question becomes, do I believe the age of AI is coming? And if your answer is yes, then you must ask, what will that intelligence use for money? The two most transformative technologies of the 21st century may be on a collision course, not to destroy each other, but to merge into something entirely new. The era of human-controlled money may be setting with the sun, and on the horizon, a new dawn is breaking, powered by silicon and secured by cryptography. The future of value isn't being printed in a government mint. It's being mined in a digital universe, waiting for its first true users who may not be human at all.